Have you ever picked up a book, hoping for an escape, only to find your eyes glazing over by the second page? You're scanning the words, but you aren't really there. It feels like watching a movie on mute through a blurry window. You are an observer, not a participant. As writers, this is our greatest fear. We don't just want people to read our words, we want them to live them. We want the chill of a dungeon air to prickle their skin, or the scent of cinnamon rolls to make their mouths water. We want them to forget they are holding a book and believe, for at least a little while, that they are our protagonist. This isn't magic, though it feels like it when it's done well. It is the deliberate use of sensory details. It's the secret sauce that transforms a flat description into a vibrant experience. In Iceland, we have a long tradition of sagas, stories that were told aloud by the fire during long, dark winters. Those storytellers knew that to keep an audience from wandering off into sleep, they had to make the cold wind and the crackle of the hearth feel real in the room. Think about your own most vivid memories. They aren't just a list of facts, are they? They are a rush of sensations. The heat of the sun on your neck, or the metallic tang of fear in your mouth. When we write, we are offering those same threats to our readers. One sensation at a time, until the tapestry of the story unfurls in their mind. But why does this work so effectively? First, sensory details anchor the reader in the moment. Our minds are restless. When a character feels the rough bark of a tree, the reader feels it too. It pulls them away from their own world and into yours. Second, it is the most effective way to show, don't tell. Instead of writing, "She was scared," which is an abstract concept, you might write that her palms grew slick and her breath turned shallow. It makes the emotion tangible. These details also build believable worlds. A world described only by what we see is just a photograph. A real world has a smell. It has a specific sound. What does your futuristic city smell like? What is the texture of the clothes your characters wear? These small things accumulate until the setting becomes a living, breathing place. We can also use the senses to develop characters subtly. How a person reacts to a sensory input tells us who they are. Someone who flinches at a sudden loud noise might be carrying trauma. Someone who closes their eyes to savor a simple cup of coffee might be a person who appreciates the small things in life. Their sensory filters are windows into their souls. Perhaps most importantly, senses evoke emotion. Scent, in particular, is a powerful trigger for memory. By tapping into these primal associations, you can move your reader without needing long, clunky explanations. You can set the tone of a scene, the difference between a bustling marketplace and a desolate battlefield, simply by choosing which sounds and smells to highlight. If you find yourself struggling to bring your scenes to life, try focusing on one sense you usually ignore. If you always describe what things look like, try describing how the air tastes or what the floor feels like beneath your character's feet. Writing a book is a long journey, and it's natural to feel a bit lost in the transition from an idea to a finished manuscript. If you want a clear path through that process, that's exactly what Launchpad was built for. Our free roadmap walks you through every step of the publishing journey. You can find the link below. Take your time with your descriptions, and remember, let your readers feel the world. Don't just tell them it exists.